Well, howdy, how's it going? My name is Winona, welcome back to Utter Chaos. And before you mention it, yes, I am aware, okay, my hair looks like trash. But I am a lazy bitch and this takes maintenance, so it's just gonna have to wait. Also, yes, you may have noticed, I am out of a hoodie. I do, in fact, own other things. Not many other things, but I do own them. Hoodies and flannels. That's essentially the breadth of my wardrobe. I do even have arms under here. Not. I feel like I'm in the 1800s. Shall I show my ankle? No stalling, I'm getting straight into it. You know why? Because I am actually going away on Thursday. It is now Monday. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a quick one. It's not going to be. I just know it. The big box of ideas is out to sabotage, okay? It's not going to make it easy for me. So, here it is. Once again, let's do it. Is it going to be easy to open this time? Or is it going to be... It's opening up. We're gaining each other's trust. It's alright, little fella. You can open up to me, okay? We're friends now. I got you. But does it have me? Is this a mutual thing? Are you gonna make it easy? I'm on a tight schedule. Here we go. Ready? What are you? What are you? Tiny polymer clay sculptures. And by tiny, I mean tiny. I want to try and get like as tiny as I can. If I can get like on my thumbnail, that would be cool. I don't know if I'll get there, but we shall try. This could be fun. Now I have to figure out what to make. Do I have polymer clay? I think I do. It's somewhere. Is it still good? Does clay go off? Anyway, all of these questions shall be answered when I dig it up from wherever it may be laying. I have a hoard of art shit everywhere and I don't know where it is. I guess we'll see. Right, I'm back. I'll be honest, I don't have much experience when it comes to actually sculpting anything. I did do one sculpture for uni, and now its legs have broken off. So, that was a pretty cool sculpture, I won't lie. I did work with actual clay in high school. We had to put it in a kiln and like glaze it and everything. That was fun. I did enjoy that, but I just haven't done anything since. We just made pinch pots, essentially. I remember we had to make like a torso at one stage. I never got that back. Did I finish that? I don't think I did. Well, right, so I have my stuff. I do have this air dry clay. I don't think it's any good anymore. I've had this for literal years. Let me just open it and see if it's still anti-dry. I mean, it still is kind of wet. That could potentially be a backup option if none of the rest of this stuff is any good. And if this isn't good, I'm gonna have to go pop down and get some clay. And I don't want to do that.
Outside bad.
Alright, so we've got this. I think it's still good. Better keep that because instructions. You will come in handy, sir. We've got that amount. So that means we can make that amount of stuff. I don't know what to make. I kind of want to make like a little fishy. Oh, axolotl. I want to make an axolotl. That's pushing it. I don't know if my skill level is there, but I will try. I love axolotls. I had a friend who had axolotls and them. Right, so we'll try the fishy, I want to make like a little googly eye fish because they're really cute. So we'll start with the fishy first and we'll go from there because I feel like a fish is like a basic kind of shape. It's just like a little blob and then it's got other little blobs coming off it. Ah, listen to the ambience. I have these tools. I don't know how to use any of these tools, but I have them. I also have these. These have been used, clearly. I shouldn't be in charge of pointy things. I may stab my eye out. Jab! These look interesting. I feel like some of these might come in handy. Also, Peep Baby Yoda over there. It's like the cutest little softest thing in the world. And I love him. This is for rolling. I know that. Can get in some crevices. I assume this is for... How is this for smoothing when there's literally like a little... seam. The word is seam. Why did they do that? Why did they put the seam right in the middle there where it would be very inconvenient to smooth anything out? That's what I get for getting cheap shit. Boop. Why is this dirty? I literally just got it out of the package. What is that? That's Ma'am? Return to your assigned seat. Question is, how small do we go? How small do we start off with? Thumb? I'm not going pinky. Can we go pinky? We'll go thumb first. The cute little Little thumb fish. Yay. I feel like we start with a ball, maybe? Oh no. There's hairs all over it already. Well, I know that if you have like rubbing alcohol or something, you can take it off, but I do not have that. Let's make him a chonker. I like chonky fish. They're not perfectly round, they're more like teardroppy shape. How do we go about the tail? I feel like it would be easier to just maybe split this little thing, if we can elongate that a bit, and then right at the end, if we just squeeze that. That kind of looks like a tail. I think it may work. What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Boing, boing, boing. Anyway, now if I just split it down the middle there, I might have done something. I feel like I'm doing surgery. I think that's as good as that's gonna get. How the hell am I gonna do the little teeny tiny fins there? I did not think of that. How about I do the eye holes first, so at least I know where they're gonna go, and then I can mess around with the little fin. You can go there, little buddy, while I find the tool for your eyeballs. Found it. It's such a precious little baby. I want them super googly. Oh my god, it kind of looks like Pudge from Lilo and Stitch, just because I added an eye hole. The eye hole has transformed you from a simple fish to Pudge. Okay, I've got to try and get this equal now. Surgery has been performed. Oh my god. Without eyes, it still looks really cute. I'm proud of this already. Look at the little fella. I've got to try and make little eyeballs to go in there. And then I've got to stick it in there.
That's what she said.
How big are we going? I think that's too big. I didn't mean to make it... Anyway. Oh, he's so pudgy. He's got eyeballs. And they're googly. It's so hard to smooth things out when it's this tiny. How do I do these little fins? This is going to be so hard. I need like the smallest amount of clay here. Oh, it's just stretching. This might be good actually. Oh, I think I'm doing it. I can do this. I think that's lower than the other one. Damn it. Can I? Oh. I might have did something. Right, well, they're both attached. It is so tiny. He's thumb sized. Okay, that is mini sculpture number 1. What can we create that's smaller than that? I really do want to do an axolotl, but I feel like that's gonna be harder than the fish because it's got those little things. It'd be so cute. I don't know if I'll be able to do it as small as that, but I'll try and do it as small as I possibly can. Wish me luck. I feel like the tail might be easier because it's not split into 2. It's just one and then it's just thin around. It's just gonna be the head. The head's going to be difficult. It has limbs. We'll attempt. We will attempt. Okay, I'm going to trim off some excess because I don't think I need that much for the tail. How much? Because I need to squish it. Was that too much? I'm taking off more. The little pinch method works. Then you still got the thick bit in the middle. Dude, are you seeing this?
No, in fact, you were not seeing anything at all. The overhead camera was not great.
It looks like an axolotl tail. Oh, I am chuffed with that. Limbs and head, obviously. It needs to be able to see. How am I doing this? If I can kind of create like a little neck thing for me to stick the little head on. That'll do, donkey. Slightly oval, you know? Not perfectly round. Try and smooth it out with this thing and see if that holds it on a bit. I don't want his little head falling off. Right, I finally managed to smooth it all out. It takes forever, but alas we got there. Head is joined, tail's looking really good actually. I'm quite proud of that. Now we just have to add the legs and the arms. The difficult bit is going to be these little fellas. So we'll leave that to last. They do have little feet, but we're not doing that. We're just going to do little stumps because I feel like that's just the limit of my abilities. It's little stumps. But they'll be cute. So I think the easiest way would just be to roll like a little sausage or something and then chop it.
Don't chop the dinosaur, Daddy!
We need a little leg and another little leg. My cheeks are still red. I don't know why. It's not even hot, but just in case that is the problem, this is coming off. Behold, my arms. They exist. Why do they look tanned? I'm not tanned. I am the furthest from tanned. Back to it. Okay, let's shove these little leggies on. There and there. Things with little stumpy legs are the cutest. I cannot tell you how excited I am for this. They're like real life Pokemon. I should sculpt a Pokemon. How many of these am I doing? Because they're tiny. But they're taking a long time, you know what I mean? And now I have to do his little arms. Now, I'm gonna do pretty much the same thing, except they're gonna be slightly smaller. Something I'm doing is working. Got two little stumpy arms. So you can grab stuff. I feel like the concentration faces, there will be a plenty. This is gonna be difficult, lemon, difficult, but that's fine. Okay. He has one little, I don't know what you call it. What are they? These little growths. Antennae? Spiky things? Not spikes. I don't know what they're called, but they're cute. That one was quicker. I'm getting better at this. Oh, and I have to paint them too. I forgot about that. I mean, from some angles, it kind of looks like Cynthia's hair. Cute. Oh my god.
I have no idea how to breathe.
That's actually probably why my cheeks are red, is because I'm bloody not breathing. Feelers? Are they feelers? My heart. I don't know whether to have eyeballs that just pop out like a little fishy dude over there, or if I should just paint it on. I don't want to ruin him. Will it ruin him? How could it ruin him if he's got bulgy eyes? It can't. Alright, here we go. Please be cute. Please be cute. Please be cute. It's cute. Look at this little guy. He's just adorable and I love him already. I want to try one that's like tiny. What would be easy? A mushroom. Let's do a mushroom the size of my pinky nail. Am I pushing it? Potentially could be, yeah. How do we make a mushroom top? I feel like you start with a ball. Oh, this is going to be small. Okay, we're doing something. What if I just gouge out this little bit? We have a dome. We're getting somewhere. We have a dome with a hole with a little stick in it. Right, how am I going to smooth that? I have to breathe. Breathe, Nona. She's only gone and bloody done it. It's as tiny as my pinky nail. So I've got a mushroom, a little fishy, I have an axolotl. Let's do one more. Let's make it something that's out of the water this time. What should I make? I've got it. I know what I want to make now. Okay, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna make Umbreon. If you don't know Umbreon, it's one of the evolutions. It's the dark evolution, and it's super cool. It's got a tail, a head, 2 ears, 4 legs. It's gonna be hard. Probably not going to be harder than that. Maybe this was harder. Who knows? But anyway, let's do Umbreon. If we make the body kind of a little cylindrical thing, okay, we'll give it kind of little chubby cheeks and try and form a little tiny bit of a snout. It hasn't even got any features and I already love it. I'm easily impressed, it seems. Right, I'll go same tactic as the axolotl, just sausage vibes. Ah, more smoothing. Good news. It can stand on its own. The tail kind of goes whoop. Oh, it's essentially that. Now to add the ears. I think I'm going to need wire for that as well, because otherwise they're just going to go whoo. And we don't want that. These pliers are filthy. I'm so happy.
They're ready to go in the oven. They're all wrapped up, especially Umbreon, because I really don't want it to crack or like ears to fall off or whatever. Good luck, little guys. That's unfortunate. I do believe they burnt. Nothing seems to have fallen off though.
I will admit, it is the next day, but for continuity purposes I am wearing the same thing so as not to freak you out. Humans are sensitive creatures and the slightest change can send them flying into a frenzy. Let's get into the painting! I wouldn't be expecting anything spectacular because I am a cheap-ass bitch and I have this Kmart paint. We will make do with what we've got and that's this. I don't have much hope for it. I'm not dissing Kmart, okay? I love Kmart as much as the next person. But we do have to admit, she has her flaws. Flaws that involve very cheaply made things. Exhibit A. I'm gonna need so many layers, I can just feel it.
I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes.
The only real problem was this little tiny bit on the edge of his tail here and like the tiniest little tip on this little spiky thing. So he's not too bad.
A great success!
This little mushroom, do I need to paint it? Or can we just say it's well cooked? There were some injuries sustained to little fishy. These little fins. Paint covers all mistakes. As for Umbreon, I'm just happy that it's mostly a charcoal grey. I've got all the colours made up. Now it's time to paint it. I'm gonna attempt to paint the little mushroom guy first because I feel like that's gonna be the hardest since it's so damn small. Oh, okay, maybe I won't need as many layers as I thought I did. I should have painted this white first. I feel like it's gonna fall out of my hands. I am in a pickle. I'm just gonna have to grab it. There you go, it's on the blue tack like it should have been in the first place. That's a lot better. Why didn't I do that from the start? First one, kind of almost done. This is just not it. The white is so weak. Gesso. One moment. I have returned with the magic elixir. I should probably explain what gesso is. Basically, it's just like a primer kind of thing. You put it on whatever you need to paint and it helps the paint stick. This should work beautifully. I've rearranged, okay, there's a new camera angle happening. Because these things are so small, I just find myself bringing it closer and closer to my face, and then I'm like, oh, they couldn't see any of that. So I've remedied that. That is a weird word. Why did I use that word? I've solved the problem by having you over my shoulder so you can see what I see. Why didn't I do that from the start? I know I've just laid out all of these paints, but I had an idea. Poscas. They're acrylic paint pens, and they are more opaque than these paints. Let's get into that, shall we? I love the sound of that. Poscas are a good idea.
Sometimes my genius is... it's almost frightening.
Ah, shit. That's what I get for not closing the lid and then reaching across my desk. Now I've made it worse! Well, let's just do that. Right, we're going to do fishy. The only thing that's going to be tricky is, I think, getting around the eyes. But apart from that, I think this is working pretty well. I created somewhat of a gradient on the tail by basically just, probably not the best thing to do with your Poscas, but essentially I got some of the paint out and I used a paintbrush with Posca paint instead of that crap, and then just painted it on like a normal paint. And it works pretty well. I think I shall continue to do this.
I love it when a plan comes together.
We just add like a little boop. And obviously it's got to be sort of symmetrical.
I don't know whether to use Poscas for this one. Maybe I should. I shall. And I'm going to make these little spiky bits like a little bit darker than the rest of it because, you know, that's the way they be on actual axolotls. Even the word axolotl is fun to say. God, they're so cute. Right, well, I can't really do the other side until this dries, so I'll pop you over here, little fella. Bring in Umbreon. Now, this is an important question. Am I doing normal Umbreon or am I going to do shiny Umbreon? Because then the little circles of yellow are actually teal. And I like teal. I feel like it needs to be a little bit lighter, but also I'm going to add a little bit more blue. I read a thing, and apparently women are better at colour matching. We've got a better sense of colour. No offence to any guys out there, okay? But it's just biology, don't get mad. I'm going to put it down to the fact that we needed to go and collect berries, okay? We needed to know what was dangerous and what wasn't. And a lot of that, colour. See? While you were out there fighting bears and shit, we were collecting berries. That might not need another coat. That can be popped over there. I think little mushroomy guy is ready for his spots. They don't have to be perfect, Nona, says the perfectionist. Oh my god, look how cute that is. Dude, that just, oh, look at it. Just the little foot pads. Just make them stand out a little bit, you know? This paint job is going to be so hard because the details are quite small and intricate. And these are not. I'm doing the shiny one, okay? I can't not do teal. If I have a choice between yellow and teal, I'm taking the teal. If I have a choice between anything and teal, I'm taking teal. Oh, I'm nervous. Surgical hands, people. Surgical hands. The little tiny circles, that's what's making me nervous. Yeah, there we go. This is where things could go absolute tits up. I may have to do this off camera because I don't know. I think I may need it up to my face.
It's got its little head circle. Now I've got to do each leg. It's looking really good. I'm quite chuffed. I'm just on edge. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, one more. Oh shit, now I have to do its eyes. Oh boy. I just have to add the smallest little tiny black dot right in the center. I am nervous. I may use this as like a dotting tool, I suppose, because I need accuracy. I am so nervous. Why am I so nervous about this? I'm not adding a mouth. That's just not gonna happen. But look, I am so chuffed. And we're done once again. My goodness. I'm actually really happy with like all of these. Despite their flaws, you know, the burns, the dust, the little marks from the foil and probably my fingers, and also the fingerprints, they've turned out really well. It was really enjoyable. I would 100% do it again. I like working with clay. I like making little sculptures. It's really fun. I will invest in some colored clay because that will make my life a whole lot easier. There was something kind of therapeutic, I guess, about... Hello. There was a bird outside. There's something kind of therapeutic about delicately painting little teeny tiny sculptures. However, when it gets to being this small, quite infuriating, I won't lie. It turned out hella cute though, like, look at it. I do have some glossy glaze that I kind of want to put on this little fella, and also this little guy. When I tell you, I love this, okay? It has my heart, okay? Yeah, there were a few bumps in the road, but as our art god Bob Ross always says,
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
and boy were there a lot of happy little accidents. Nevertheless, I ended up with 4 adorable, teeny tiny little polymer clay figures, and I'm super, super happy. Once again, thank you so much for joining me on this rather chaotic journey. I hope to see you next week. Until then, see you later, Tater.